All right, bang, bang. Today is Wednesday. It is October 20th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Little different kind of show today. It's just me in the studio right now as well as two production people. The best way to introduce this, I would say, is, we're always looking for different ways to stand. So we got the drafts are in solid. Those are Mondays. Tuesdays, tinfoil, and Fridays are true crime. Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to be mixing in this new kind of format here that you're going to see today. The doc reviews, the free swims, as well as obviously the old school interviews. So this one, I don't know if we're going to call this like an Inside Barstool Chicago or just honestly just an anything kind of goes. Kind of like, basically it's a free swim. But this time it's going to be with some back office people. So the reason, the thought behind this was I was always a big fan of the back office stuff that went on in the Stern Show. I think it was some of my favorite parts of the show. So that's kind of the inspiration for it. I don't know how often we're going to use it, but that's the idea here. So here we have on two mics, we have producer Tom in a New York Yankees hat, and then we have social media Danny donning a Chicago Cubs hat. So how are you guys today?
I'm all right. It seems like Tom's not doing too well, though.
I'm not.
Why? What's the issue? Well, before we get into your issue, actually, Danny, you're a Northwest Side guy.
True.
Can you tell me about a fantastic restaurant you can have on the Northwest Side?
You wouldn't by chance be talking about Gale Street Inn, right?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You could vouch.
Yes. They have some of the best ribs in Chicago. Take a picture of your soup and tweet it to Carl. He'll rate it.
Actually, in our former lives, I ran into you there one time.
Yeah, you did. I was working at a bar, and they made me go pick up food for the staff. Yeah. And I see you there with your buddies.
This guy was wearing Carhartt boots and hoodies, and he was just the whole 9 yards, straight construction worker. He was there ready to get food for the crew.
Yeah, you got to do it. And I figured what better food to power my fellow coworkers than Gale Street Inn, located on the northwest side of Chicago, across from the Jefferson Park Terminal.
You got it. 4914 North Milwaukee. Go use the Toast app. Go to galestreet.com to put in an online order. If you live over here, I'm telling you, give these guys a shot. The ribs are fabulous. The potato skins get slept on hard. Because I push the French onion and the ribs so much that I like the potato skins are some of the best in the city.
There's only so much to promote.
I know. You don't have enough time. The jambalaya, all the seafood they're offering right now. The oysters Rockefeller are back. Mm-hmm. White Sox Dave can't say Rockefeller. We learned that earlier today. Rockefeller, is that what he kept saying? Yeah. Just a great experience as well. Cool spot, date night, whatever you want to do. GaleStreet.com. Go check out their hours. Go check out their delivery options, and go enjoy yourself a nice meal. What's going on with you?
Sorry. Earlier I had to walk out because I got a call from the Tide cleaning service customer support about my laundry's gone missing.
Oh no!
Yeah, and it's like 100% unaccounted for right now. And the frustration just lies in like the way that this customer support service has been operating.
Yeah.
I mean, I can explain it like in a short story.
When did you send it in?
The laundry.
So you sent your
So I sent my laundry in. It was like last week on a Monday. It's like these locker setups in our building. It's like a wash and fold service. I don't do it all the time, but if I have like a big load and I don't really have like a lot of time, I'll be like, all right, yeah, I'll just put it in the locker and pay for it, like wash and fold. It's worth the money. But so it's like a lot of my clothing, which is an important detail. Basically my entire wardrobe. Put it in the locker, and then like the next day I got it back, which I thought was weird because it's supposed to take like 2 days. This took like 24 hours. I opened the bag and it's just all women's clothing, but it says like Tom Lay on all the receipts, all of the bag. I know it's my personal laundry bag as well, so it's not like it was a simple swap. Yeah. So it was very confusing, and so I'm trying to reach out to this Tide cleaners, and they offer you one phone number that goes straight to voicemail. It's this like fucking asshole chippy guy being like, hey, just to like make your life easier, everyone here is busy, so why don't you just leave a voicemail and we'll call you back as soon as we can. So I've done that like 5 times in the past week, sent emails out. There's no way to reach a single person, and at this point it's Tuesday, so it's been a full week of my clothes getting missing. It was the first time I heard back from this person and this woman, she was just like, yeah, so we're gonna start working on it. And I was like, start? Like they have no idea where my clothes are, and they're like assuring me that they're gonna promise they'll try their best, which is like, it's.
I wish I could alleviate the situation with some humor here, but that just fucking sucks.
There's nothing. Yeah, I know, and I'm not like, this isn't like being like a Karen or like complain. It's like it's one of the most like helpless situations I've ever been in.
Yeah,
someone took my entire like 80% of my wardrobe, and it's been unaccounted for, and I haven't heard back about it until today, a week later.
Tom's gonna be living off the merch table for the next couple of weeks.
Do you want to know how what's been going on? Yeah. Today? I didn't even say this. Today I went to Target again to buy a new pack of underwear. I already went through one pack of underwear like last week because like when I went to do the laundry, I was already running low, so I had to buy a new pack of underwear.
Oh no!
Went back today for the second batch.
We should start some kind of service where you hire someone, or maybe it's an app, and they just deal with customer service representatives. So they wait on the phone for like 45 minutes. They wait to get connected to the next person.
That has to be a thing,
but it's like
right?
that JetBlue thing that we dealt with. Like, I'd rather be put on hold for 3 hours than just not get talked to. I wasn't even it wasn't acknowledged that they were like holding my clothes hostage, basically, or not even hostage. It's just apparently it just lost.
Yeah.
They didn't acknowledge that this thing was happening to me until now, which is like,
you could have been running around naked.
I basically am.
And like this is a fire alarm issue,
right? It's an emergency.
Yeah, where you can't let that go, because the longer you go, it's like, what do they say? The first 48 hours of the murder is the most.
That's what I said. I said
important.
I said on the phone call, I was like, wait a minute, like, just so I know, when did you start this? And the second, like 5 seconds into her answer, I could tell I was fucked, because she was like, well, all right, yeah. I was like, was it yesterday? And she was like, well, I mean, yeah, so you reached out to us this day. And then she like walked through everything I did just to kind of like stall time. And I was like, so yesterday was the first time this was acknowledged, right? She's like, yeah, but just to assure you, like, we're doing our best and everything. And I'm like,
so you have women's clothing, which means there's a woman out there with a bunch of Yankee shirts and
no, like, that was the worst part, was
and New York hats.
Before even like when I finally heard back from an email from a person, like today, when I say the first time I heard, today was the first time I heard from someone, like a person, like a voice. I heard back on an email from like the general customer service last Friday. So still pretty recent, but still pretty far off from, imagine just losing your clothes and not hearing even an email back for 4 days, 3 days. So like last Friday was the first time I got any type of communication. And it was this whole thing like, oh, we're sorry to hear that. We're going to try our best. Blah, blah. By the way, can you like put that wrong laundry in the locker so someone can come pick it up? And I did, because I'm nice. But like part of me wanted to be like, I should just hold this hostage.
Oh, yeah.
This is like the only leverage I have now.
That's ransom.
Right? Yeah. But it's someone else. It's some poor female assuming.
Your biggest weakness is you're too nice.
Yeah.
Sorry if this is not like,
no, this is exactly what I wanted. I just, was there like an item like are you missing like a Ramon shirt that you really care about, or?
Yeah, my brain kind of freezed up because she's asking me to describe my clothing, and I'm like, when it's everything, you don't really think of it. You know what I mean?
Fire shirt after fire shirt.
Exactly. There is one shirt that is like my favorite shirt ever.
It's irreplaceable.
It's almost like, I could look it up. It's probably replaceable, but maybe it's a good thing, because I might wear it too much. But it's just like a shirt I got from Uniqlo that was like a collaboration with what's his face? Fucking
Steve-O from
I'm going to
Jackass.
edit this to make myself sound better. The famous Campbell Soup artist.
I don't
know.
even...
Warhol?
Warhol, yeah. It was like an Andy Warhol collaboration t-shirt that I wear a lot, and I also had to like stay on the phone, like I had to explain like all the different Barstool merch I have. Like I was like a Red Line Radio.
Yeah, Red Line Radio.
There's like one black one. It's like a flag, but there's Barstools in the city of
Maybe this is a new opportunity for you to start over, a new sense of fashion. I've always wanted that. Like sometimes if I wore like God forbid, if I wore like a flannel to the office, Eddie would call me like the fifth Home Improvement brother or something. He's always got something. So, but if I had the excuse, be like, nope, all my clothes got stolen, so now I could just have a brand new look, I wouldn't mind that.
That's a good point.
That would be awesome if they like provided the money.
Yeah,
But-
true.
They're gonna have to give you something, right?
There's probably some fine print, like
What's
we're
piss-
not responsible for setting your clothes on fire.
What's really frustrating with me right now, and is like I was trying to get to the point of that phone call outside, but also make it quick so I can come back in here. Not once was money talked about in that phone call.
No.
Not once, which is like, that's insane that I, as the customer, even have to like bring this up. Like, hey, by the way, like,
Yeah.
first of all, the money I paid, like, it was like $44. It's already paid for this like service that I haven't gotten back.
Do you have
But-
a washer dryer in your place, or is it just in
Yeah, but it's like in the lobby, and I like, that's what's funny is I do it like the last time I did this wash and fold service was probably like 3 months ago. I used to do it a lot more when it was like COVID times, and I was doing literally nothing.
Yeah.
And like you have that disposable income to like pay.
Yeah.
And it's worth it, you know. But still, like, it's just like the time. It was more like the time, you know. Like during the week, I don't really have the time to do it myself.
Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate. Seriously,
It is. Yeah. No, it's fucking.
It's not good.
We're here for you. Anything you need. You got any extra shirts?
Take as much time as you need.
Yeah, let us know.
Sorry.
If anyone listening works at Tide or
Can help us out.
can help
Let us
me
know.
out, I need
Help Tommy Lai.
It is an emergency.
Now, Dan said it. You obviously you're wearing the Yankees hat. You're from New York. Is Zoo York a big brand there?
Hell yeah, Zoo York. I used to have a ton of Zoo York shirts.
Really?
Yeah.
What is like?
I think
what's
it's
the
kind of
deal?
died down, but
Was it more like for younger kids though, or like would it be normal to see?
No, it was there's like a few of those like street. It was like a street brand,
Yeah.
streetwear brand.
There we go.
That is like in there with like other, you know, a lot of those kind of like blew up in like the 2000s and have kind of fizzled out. But there's you know, Supreme is like one of the big ones, but that's just an example of what kind of company it was. You know, there was Supreme, Zoo York.
Yeah, it's like one of the first times I met Eddie, he was wearing like a Chi-Town is my town shirt.
Just a lie.
No, you guys are right.
Stussy was the other one I was trying to think
Stussy?
of.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was like a big, I thought it was like the coolest thing ever when I had it when I was like 15, 16.
I feel like you could have found Zoo York shirts here in like a Hot Topic. That's why I asked.
Yeah, that's what I associated with probably.
But I guess we're wrong. Maybe it's just different strokes for different cities.
What I said didn't mean that you can't buy it outside of New York.
You know what a Hot Topic is?
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Did you go?
but
there
it seemed like
yet?
you described it as being cooler than just a Hot Topic shirt. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
Did you have a pair of
I mean-
Etnies? Was it them?
can I check?
We got a
Yeah,
phone call.
check if it's them.
We're live on air.
Yeah, can we hear
Tide
it?
versus
Hello?
Tom. Speaker, please.
Tide first time.
Yes.
Is it them?
We have secured the bag. I repeat.
Oh, I am. I'm sorry. I just thought like I'm in the middle of work right now. I thought this was another call, but I am interested. Can I just call you back about that?
False alarm.
We got a big false
Appreciate
alarm.
it. Thanks.
Big
False
blue
alarm.
ball.
Who was that?
That's another chapter of my life I'm dealing with. About apartments. It was like an apartment complex I applied to last night because I got to move.
Sounds like you got a lot going on, Tom.
I know I do. Yeah, it's trying to like, you know, make this funny. I don't know if it is.
No.
No,
doesn't.
it's honestly just an unfortunate situation. Hey, let's take one more quick break here to talk about Upstart. You know, this is a nice little free swim. We'll be getting into a bunch of stuff. Upstart, high interest debt, high interest loans, credit card debt. It sucks. Everybody knows it sucks. I know it sucks. And that's why Upstart is here for you to help you be smarter about paying off this debt. Okay, because Upstart's a fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan that's all done online. So whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating the high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 1 million people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment with a clear payoff date. So rather than looking at one thing, they look at many things. Okay, they look at your current employment, your income, credit history, bunch of stuff. It's not just a thumbs up, thumbs down on your credit score. And you can check your rate without impacting your credit score in minutes for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. You could even receive the funds as fast as one business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/Eddie. That's upstart.com/Eddie, EDDIE. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know that we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Upstart.com/Eddie. Go do it today. All right, let's get back into the show. So, can I tell you, you know what I've been thinking about lately?
Tell us, Ed.
I have a bunch of my old cell phones.
Why?
Oh.
You seem like a two phones guy, just for no reason. Like
Kevin
you want people to think that like you need a burner for something.
That's just false. This guy's just heavy slander early. He should be careful. He should be very careful.
Why? What does that mean? All right, go on though. Go on. You're right.
Save on him.
No, I wouldn't do that, but I could just get him back, and he knows that too.
All right, you're right. Go on, Eddie. Please tell us, why do you have 5 phones?
No, just as a kid, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't have all like your fucking Voyagers and like your.
I have a couple Razors.
Yes,
yeah.
your Razors and your
we're
fucking
all
Sidekicks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say like we're all like similar age, where we like lived through that. Like life of phones that just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yes. So I have a stack of about 5 of them, 5 or 6.
Oh
of them.
yeah, I probably have like more than that too.
Yeah. And I know, like, I was a fucking hawk for like taking funny pictures, like, you know what I mean, just being on like the bus or the train and just sniping people.
Yeah.
And I want to go to like one of those like you break I fix places and try to get like the SIM card and try to get those. But is it kind of risky?
Why? Because it might
also-
have some other shit on there
Yes.
that you don't want.
Yes.
So
Little Eddie's dick pics.
Well, but like, here's the thing. All right, we'll go personal preference. If I did, which I didn't, but I would rather talk about this. It's easier to talk about rather than the other example. Like, if there was like a nice little cock shot I took of myself, then that would be child porn, right?
Well, it's yourself, so I don't think it can be.
I know this is the example I'm using.
Well, it would definitely be suspicious.
That's what I'm saying.
What can
That's
I
why
ask?
it's hard to do. But I really want these old pictures because, like, I think they'd be really funny to, bring back from the dead. Like, I don't want that. I don't give a
Yeah.
I would delete those right away. I don't give a fuck.
So you're worried about the you break it, we fix it employee seeing those first?
Yes, that's a concern.
Maybe
right?
You go in there with a preface, be like, hey, you might see some things on there, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for the pictures of the guy at the bus stop.
That's like all the worse doing that.
Whoa, Jesus.
You sound,
Sorry.
look at this spilling water first day. That's like, makes it even more suspicious. Do you understand my predicament?
I do, but I actually was just thinking about this and kind of like talking about it with my buddies because I just recently got these disposable cameras developed that date back like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We had like a New Year's Eve party and we brought like disposable cameras because it's kind of like the new fad now. I feel like people like do that a lot, and it is cool because like you kind of forget a lot of shit. But like in one of the photos, like my buddy like mooned the camera, and we were joking like, oh, some poor guy had to see this. But then I just realized like, for how many like decades was that the normal way to get your pictures? So you like this can't be like, I'm sure there's been
developing
multiple.
like that's like a like I've read like Ask Reddit's like, oh, if old school Walgreens photo development guy, like, what did you use? And there's
so it's the
so
same,
many
but it's the same
pictures.
concept. What if there was like one?
But
of,
it's different because it's like you can't be in possession of that shit anymore.
Well, I think it's different too because
Whoa.
Eddie's his children.
Yes, exactly. See, this is what I didn't want. This sounds like it's
you're telling me
a
there wasn't-
perverted thing. But you understand my point. Is my phones are from when I was like in high school.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to get those pictures of like my buddies fucking. I don't know.
I'm
just
saying
being
that-
idiots on the bus.
I'm saying that I'm sure there's some type of law that imposed
That protects you?
because of because of the. You think they like recently enacted like, oh, if you're developing photos and.
I don't know,
unbeknownst to
bro.
You,
You guys
someone
ever
in there
got-
is a family photo and maybe it's a naked baby because they're like it's like a cute little newborn and it's like, oh, child porn. It's not. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
Sure.
but these are. It's not a baby. He's talking 13-year-old
Yes.
girls.
But
Yes, exactly. And I didn't, that's the thing too, is I don't know if your high school did this. Danny and I went to the same high school. Our high school like would specifically do this to scare the fuck out of you. You remember when they would do that? They're like, if you're a senior and you've turned 18 and you're holding pictures of a girl who is 16, like, That's child, and it's like, whoa, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
do you remember that?
Yeah, that's why I always dated above my age. No, I'm kidding, but yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So like, that's why I'm like,
well, I guess we'll ask you this: is the reward really worth the potential punishment?
I think so.
Like, is the picture of your buddy Sean flicking off the camera really worth?
I don't know. I got gold on
mosquito
that.
bites.
All right, I got some good stuff on there. Mosquito bites.
Also, is it like how distorted do you think those images would be? This is like a question for Tom.
Yeah, that'd be.
Well, I was going to ask, like, do you know, like, all jokes aside, do you know what you're working with here? Is it like is it a small memory card, or is it phones that you can't even open right now?
Yeah, I think it's like those SIM card ones. Why? You think you know what to do?
I do know what to do. I just did this recently. I found an old BlackBerry that uses a small SIM card, like the mini SD card. It's the same SD card we use for our pocket cams and a GoPro.
Oh, and you just put them into a bigger one?
Yeah. Well, and then you put it on your computer. You kind of like get it as if it's like GoPro footage. So if you have the mini cards, like you can easily get those. You can easily like look at those, unless it's like a broken card. But if you have the physical card, I can even just give you the card reader and you can look.
We might have something here.
Oh, look at this.
We might have something here.
On the same topic, I put it on the sheet I made for you. Apple had their event yesterday. They came out with a new MacBook Pro and third generation AirPods, and they included more SD card slots in the side. Now, we obviously have to ask Red Ed what he thinks of the new Apple development. For those who don't know, Red Ed is derived from that specific thing, Apple recreating something new every year. So,
I think I'm vindicated.
Yeah.
I've never been more vindicated in my life. And you even have to admit that.
I know. I just want to ruffle your red little feathers.
That's vindication.
Did you say there's a new charger for it?
There's a new, I think so, but they added, they put the SD card slots back in on the side.
Oh, I didn't see that.
That's huge.
Yep.
Tech nerd talk here.
Yep, they put that back in there.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Because I want to say the ones you guys have, like the top has like some type of, what's it called?
The touch bar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's that thing?
It's honestly, it's a huge hassle for me.
That's what people say. That's what
but like it shouldn't be. It's just my fault. I naturally put like my hand up a little to an area like on my old laptop. I'm used to it. And now that area on my new and improved laptop, thanks to Barstool Sports, it always hits the back button on the touch bar by mistake. So I'm always like editing something, I'm like, fuck. Because
you always have been a guy whose hands wander a little bit, right?
Here we go. Propaganda.
See?
Guy whose hands wander. It's art how you got it from there to there. Really.
I'm just making an assumption. But all right, I guess, that solves my situation. I thought like, because a lot of them don't power back on. I've tried to power them back on, and I don't get anything. So I figured I'd have to figure out a way to get like the battery and shit going again. You know what I mean? That's why I figured I'd have to go to one of these places. But if this is something that I can just do it on SD card, then
yeah, if you have the SD card, bring it in, or let me know.
And then we will have you arrested after further reviewing your pictures.
It's crazy though. Is that not a good point though?
That's a great point. I just never, I knew I wasn't working with like a pot of gold in my 7th grade photo album, so I never
You got some good ones.
I'm sure I did. I'm sure. I was ecstatic when Snapchat came around.
Why?
Something like that is like, how hasn't this been thought of sooner? You know?
I mean, apps weren't a thing.
I'm saying like even Snapchat took a while to come around. Like, you know what I think the new thing will be? What? That we're going to be like, why haven't we thought of this sooner? Like sending smells.
I think we've thought about that.
Have we? Is there a...
Yeah, you never use like a scratch and sniff stamp?
No, it's not sending a smell. Like if you just ripped one right now and I wanted to send it to my roommate, I think there would be an app that would like kind of try to recreate the smell and send it through.
Yeah,
hey,
that would be awesome.
How much do you think we'd have to pay Dave to get him to put on the astronaut helmet and have someone fart in the other end?
I mean, it took him, what was it, $500 to eat a Quiznos lobster roll? So probably a lot.
You see that? You getting that from Jackass?
Yeah. Do you remember that?
Dude, that was one of the hardest I've ever laughed in my life.
It was so
dude.
funny.
That
Who did that? England?
It was the guy with the missing teeth, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Aaron McGunn.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that guy just got hell.
But dude, it was a big fat guy who was attached to.
Right?
Oh,
yeah. Preston.
Wait, hold on.
Dude,
Who was it?
I kind of remember. I don't know why I'm thinking Steve-O. Maybe he was just puking
No,
in
I
the
think
background.
it's that guy England, the
Yeah, I
blonde
think
guy
it's
with the
Dave
missing
England.
teeth, with the missing tooth, right?
Nobody got fucked like Dave England.
Did
Yeah.
he did the pecan too, right?
Yes.
He was awesome.
I hope he's like,
He's an actor. I've seen him in Netflix stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
and when I say fuck,
What?
I saw him in a movie, something Friends, and I think Keegan-Michael Key was in it as well.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, is that Friends from College?
Yeah.
That's a TV show. I heard.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh no, wait.
No, I think it's a movie.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it's a movie.
Embrace Debate, TV or movie.
and when I say fucked, I mean like Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville. Those guys are household names. This guy done some of the worst things on
You're
that
right.
show, and like he's not nearly as known.
I feel like he was the only one sober though. Like he was always crying in the corner. You're only gonna attract those guys to you.
Now that I think about it, like you see his face, you remember he did all like the memorable shit. He did like the pooping in the toilet in the hardware store. And
Yeah.
do you remember he held it in for the shoot and he got so sick that he pooped his pants in the van because he was like, I was waiting for the shoot.
Dude, poop jokes will never not be funny.
This says right here, how about this? Is Wikipedia. Role in Jackass. England gets involved in stunts and pranks much like the rest of the cast, but he is the first one to participate in something when fecal matter is involved.
That's a tough gig.
He proclaimed on Jackass number 2's DVD commentary that he is the world's first professional shitter, in as much as he gets paid to defecate on TV.
That's good.
And he also
It's not all bad.
He can also vomit on command. Wow.
Wow. Does that mean like no fingers on your throat?
He says he could defecate and vomit on command, but he can't urinate on command. He finds that to be difficult.
You can't have all three. You know?
You
Yeah.
just can't.
You can't pull
have
off the
everything.
trifecta like that.
You can't have everything. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot here. It also says he's a self-proclaimed vegetarian. Like, why is he self-proclaimed?
Yeah. Are other people proclaimed by others that they're vegetarian?
I know, right? I know.
He's got a pretty good following on Twitter, I just noticed.
Does he?
I thought he was like off the
What does he have on Twitter?
238,000 followers.
Oh, that's good.
I'm telling you, he's in shit.
I don't know if you're right. What did you say he's in?
He was in something like College Friends or something on Netflix.
Friends from College.
Friends from College.
That's the
No,
movie.
you got the wrong guy.
But maybe
Do
it's
I?
not. Are you
Wow.
thinking of? You might be thinking of
It's not Dak Shepard.
Dak Shepard.
No. Whatever.
Probably
We'll-
thinking of Dak Shepard.
It's
Probably thinking of Dak
It's
Shepard.
not him, but we'll see. Time will tell. I'll look at my replies tomorrow. Just people shitting on me.
So we haven't done any inside Barstool Chicago. What do you have anything?
I don't know. What do you want to know?
Well, we don't have to do that. That just could be like part of the gig. We could just riff on random shit as well. It doesn't matter.
Nothing too exhilarating over here.
My laundry's a big deal. We talked about.
Yeah,
that.
that's inside Barstool.
I don't
Chicago.
disagree. I don't disagree. What do you got on the sheet? Let's see the sheet Danny made. Kanye changed his name to Ye. Yawn.
See, this is what I mean.
What?
These guys, they don't want politics. They don't want COVID related. They don't want sports. What do they expect in the news?
But what's
That's a big headline for today.
yeah? But what is? Are you gonna call him Ye?
Yeah,
I mean, he
I have
always,
to respect it. I feel like there should be. It shouldn't be that much of a process to legally change your name.
no.
You know, I feel like there should be an age limit. Like maybe like once you get to 25, then you could change your name if you want. We need like more milestones to look forward to. Like
Yeah.
18, you buy tobacco. 21, drink. 25, rent a car. 26, you could change your name if you want.
I don't hate that.
Thank you.
25 is rent a car.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a way to phrase it. Because I used to think that, but it's really just when you're 25, they get rid of this massive surcharge. So like you are able to rent a car, like you're legally allowed to rent a car. Maybe some places won't do it, but you are allowed to do it. It's just a massive surcharge, like insurance reasons. Before
Interesting.
25, I tried doing it one time. It was like a humongous difference.
Myth busted.
There you go. Thank you, Tom. Myth busted is right. What do you think about Harambe getting a statue?
Was that real?
I don't know. Probably not.
It's probably
There's
not.
no way. it's
Anytime
real.
something pops up near that bowl, I feel like it's staged.
I mean, would it be that weird for Harambe to have a statue? Does it
Yes.
constitute it?
by the New York Bowl, yes.
Yeah.
In
Yes, it's a
Cincinnati?
meme next to the fucking Wall Street
It's
bull.
not a meme.
Well,
That's a
it was
gorilla
real
who died
gorilla,
for us.
Tom. Don't give us that.
Seriously.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yikes. I want to disassociate
Yeah, holy
myself.
shit. He didn't die in a fucking vein.
A
Okay?
meme? Does a meme have a family and kids they died for?
Thank you, Dad. I agree. Danny, your thoughts on Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker?
I'm happy she finally found love. I'm happy he finally found love. I really enjoy their PDA. Yeah, I think this one should end happily ever after again. Thank you, Eddie.
Thanks for waiting. Very thoughtful. Very thoughtful.
I saw a TikTok where this guy was like kind of talking about this Megan Fox and MGK relationship.
Yeah.
And he kind of like hit the nail on the head. It just stuck with me because it's like such a perfect analogy. It's like, I don't know how you guys feel, but I don't really care about that relationship that much. And I feel like it's getting covered so much where you're like, you feel like you're missing something. And the guy was like, I feel like it's just the media like trying to like keep us up to date. And it feels like a guy who's famous in a movie. Like a movie that's about a famous guy, you know, like Aldous Snow in Taken to the Greek. Like that's what MGK's vibe is. Like you feel like he is famous, but it's just kind of like a fake famous person, like a fake mega star of the world.
What is the connection between MGK, Megan Fox,
you know what I mean?
Kourtney
Like,
Kardashian, and Travis Barker? Why are they always together? Those four.
It's a weird thing that's happening.
Someone
in
had
the
a
media where they're just kind of like, hey, here's like these super couples, and you're like, are
People
they?
like piling up in the clout, man. You know, it's like,
do they need it? Like those are some of the most famous people on earth.
They're just very random,
right?
people.
If you want that, like you're already that famous, you really want people in like your relationship business too.
well,
Like
it's
you
like
already-
them adding Chris Paul to the banana boat. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, they could have just been Wade and LeBron and Gabby Union, but you know, you add another name on there, you know, shoulders start to pop a little more.
You're right, Ed.
It's a bigger deal.
Well, congrats to the new Barkers.
Congrats to that. Not yet. They're only engaged. Names don't change. There's not. Your law is not
It's a
there yet.
pre-congrats.
All right. So we're about a half hour. We could wrap up around here now. Anything else? Any last words from you guys?
No, I guess we'll report next week maybe with actual housekeeping notes from Barstool
Is
Chicago.
there any?
If that's what people want.
I've been trying to like rack my brain about any.
Yeah, it doesn't have to.
I don't know what
we
you were
could
looking
just-
for here.
No, that's fine.
You want
agree.
my stories about dealing with office management here?
Yeah,
Is that
that's-
what you want?
No, this could be a opportunity to air grievances, just talk about whatever. I'm fine with that. Like I
I
said,
feel like I'm
it's
going to
gonna
think
be-
about a million grievances the second we stop. I'm gonna
That's
be like,
good.
Oh wait.
That's good. There will be another show at some point. Could be next week. Could be the following week. Could be, you know, maybe never, but probably not.
Keep you on your toes.
Keep you on your toes, yeah. But all right, this is the first edition of this free swim. I guess we'll call it like a back office free swim. Does that
Sure,
work?
I like it.
You like that? Do you like that?
Back alley free swim.
Back alley free swim.
Whoa, that sounds like,
I like
someone's
that.
getting popped though.
Yeah, it's okay. Keep you on your toes.
And maybe they will. Tune in next week.
And I guess we'll keep you up on our dilemmas too, right? We'll hear how Tom's laundry dilemma and my
Your phone, yeah.
my phone dilemma.
Eddie's child porn, yeah.
This is what I didn't want.
That's what I'll name the
This
episode.
is
Eddie's
yeah. I was gonna
child
say
porn.
it's tough having the editor on and producer on mic here. We're gonna have the ultimate YouTube title. Did Barstool Eddie really want to get child porn?
And I tried to avoid that word because I didn't even want to say it.
We know.
I referred to it as my own personal collection of myself. To avoid that, and you guys just fucking threw me into the pool.
Whatever helps you get 8 hours, bud.
Dickheads. This is the last episode. Cut this shit. See you tomorrow.